Welcome to the podcast. So in this video we are going to see about chapter 6, the man in the car paradox. The core idea is no one is impressed by your possession of you are, how you are, or what you have. People often buy expensive things hoping others will admire at them. But most people don't admire at you. They imagine themselves as owning those things. For example, if you see a fancy car in a road standing by, you will imagine that you will be sitting on that car or owning that car. You won't admire at the people who owning it. That's the fact. So, lesson lesson one: people admire the car, not the drivers. The author works as an valet and saw a Ferrari, Lamborghini, Rolls Royals every day. He noticed something surprising. When people see Ferrari, they rarely think, wow, the driver is amazing. They usually think, wow, I wish I had the car. That's the fact. So in real life example, a student buys a new iPhone hoping everyone will think he is successful, but the classmate don't spend the time admiring at him. Instead of that, they will think, I wish I had that phone. The attention goes to the object, not the owner. So the key takeaway is people usually uses your possessions to imagine their own dreams. So lesson 2: we want a respect, but looking for it in the wrong place. So most of the people actually want to buy don't want to actually buy a luxurious car. What they actually want is respect, admiration, recognition, and status. They mistakenly believe expensive possessions will provide those things. So, in a real life example, someone buys a design clothes hoping to be respected, but the respect is usually earned through character, reliability, kindness, and competence. So, not through a logo of a shirt. Key takeaway is people seek respect but often chase the positions instead. So, lesson 3: most money cannot buy genuine admiration. The author explains that expensive item may attract attention, but the attention is not the same as the admiration. So, real life example is two people, let's say person A and person B. Person A have an expensive watch, luxury car, and arrogant behavior. Person B is having a average lifestyle, like helping others, everyone, honest and trustworthy, and average life experience. Who will receive the deepest respect? Uh, Obviously, option B. The people will respect A regardless of their uh, wealth and because of their money, not because of their character. But the option B person, they respect from their heart because of their character and the behavior with their people. So the takeaway is character creates the lasting admiration. Possession create temporary attention. Lesson 4: humanity beats the horsepower. The author writes, humanity, kindness, and empathy brings more respect than the horsepower ever will. So, a real life example, think about the people genuinely admire. It may be a teacher, a mentor, a parent, a coach, or a community leader. Probably admire them because how they treat people, not because of what the car they drive. Key takeaway is the quality that earns respect are most freely. Lesson 5: don't confuse appearing successful with being successful. Many people spend money trying to look wealthy. The problem is looking rich and being wealthy is a different things. For example, one person buy expensive things using a loan. Another saves and invests quietly. The first person look rich, but the actually richer person is a second person. Key takeaway is appearance can be misleading. Reality matters more. In one sentence of a summary for this chapter is people don't admire your possessions as much as you think. True respect comes from the character, not things. Chapter Chapter 9. Wealth is what you don't see. Core idea. Wealth is not what you spend. Wealth is what you save. A luxury car, a big house, a expensive clothes are visible. Real wealth is invisible. It's a money you don't spend. Lesson 1. Rich and wealthy are not the same thing. The book makes has a more important distinction between wealth and rich. Rich, high income, lots of spending power. Wealth is asset, saving, investment, and financial security. Real life example is a celebrity earns millions but spend everything may be rich. A retired school teacher with decades of their hard work savings, they will save and invest the money and their wealth wisely. So there is a difference between that. So takeaway is rich is income, wealth is what remains. Lesson 2. Wealth is hidden. You can see car, houses, watch, clothes. You cannot see saving account, um, investment profiles, emergency funds, retirement funds. Real life example. Two neighbors live side by side. One owns a luxury car and other drives a simple vehicle quickly invest every month. Year later, the second neighbor may have a far great financial security when compared to the first person. Key takeaway is the most important part of the wealth are invisible. So, lesson 3. Spending money to look rich is reduce the wealth. The chapter 3 subtly says that spending money to show people how much money you have is farther than the less money. Simply but powerful. It can be seem to be simple, but it's powerful. Real life example, someone receive a bonus. Uh, Choice A, buy a luxury item immediately. Choice B, invest the money. The first create appearance, but the second create wealth. Key takeaway: money spent is when you spend money, it will be gone. But if you invest the money, it will grow. So that is a difference. Lesson 4. Wealth is self control. The book compare the wealth with fitness. When you exercise, the calorie burns, but you avoid unnecessary calories is what create a result. Simultaneously, by making money helps, but not spending it in unnecessary things will create wealth. So the real life example is there are two employees receive the same salary. One spend every raises and the other saves the part of the every raise. After 10 years, the financial livestock are completely different. Because the building wealth is often a behavior problem, not the income problem. Lesson 5. Wealth buys option. Money that remains unspent becomes freedom. It creates flexibility, security, opportunity, and choice. Real life example, um, changing jobs, starting a business, taking time off like holidays or rest, something, handling emergency situations. A person living a paycheck to paycheck may not have those choices. So takeaway is wealth is stored future freedom. So lesson 6. It's hard to learn from the wealth because wealth is invisible. People naturally copy what they see. The problem is we see expensive lifestyle. We don't see the discipline the savings. So, for example, in social media, um, we can see the vacations, cars, luxury purchases. It rarely shows the monthly investment, emergency fund, budgeting, or financial planning. So the takeaway is a habit that creates wealth are usually hidden. Lesson 7. Many people look rich, but they are not actually wealthy. The author says that the world is full of people who looks modest but are wealthy. The people who looks rich but lives close to the financial trouble. So, a real life example: someone living in a modest home with a large investment may be wealthier than the someone in a mansion who has a huge debt. Key takeaway: never judge financial success by the appearance. One sentence summary is: wealth is money you keep, save, and invest, not the money you spend to impress others. So, combining of both the chapters, if we see in a one sentence, stop. Chapter 8 tells us that stop trying to impress people. So, chapter 9 says that start building invisible money. Together, we it teaches us the more you spend a time to look successful, the less wealth you actually build. So, real wealth is quite hidden and give you freedom. So, thank you for watching.